What's going on, y'all? I'm Frank. Welcome back to the channel. So I hate that I even have to make this video, but unfortunately I do. We're going to touch on your man, Diddy. A video has been released and is circulating yesterday that shows an incident between him and his former girlfriend, Cassidy, who's at the stem of that big lawsuit, that $50 million lawsuit, and also the alleged assault charges. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 500 likes. And you know what type of assault I'm talking about, right? So I did another video about it. I'm going to put the card up here. If you get a quick refresh, check that out. So the video that I'm referring to is surveillance footage from a hotel. What Cassie alleges happened is that they were in the hotel. He struck her in the face and she decided to get up out of there. And when she did, that's where the camera picks up, where the surveillance footage picks up, right? What is shown on camera is her walking down a hotel hallway hurriedly. She's rushing. She got a hoodie up. She got her purse in her hand and another bag. And then a couple seconds behind, here comes Diddy. Diddy is wrapped in a towel. Looks like he has nothing on underneath the towel because he's holding it on. You know, he runs up, catches up to her while she's waiting for the elevator to arrive. He then strikes her and throws her down to the ground and proceeds to kick and stomp on her a couple different times. Then he drags her down the hallway a little bit. You know, he throws a vase at her at one point. You can see him yelling because there's no sound. It's a very, very disturbing video and doesn't show him in good light. And good. It shows him the way he acts and the way he treats people when he thinks nobody's watching. Because there was no way in hell he thought this video footage was going to get out. Anybody that's seen the footage, and I'm sure y'all have, if y'all clicked on this video, sees just how disturbing that is. And y'all could go back to my last video. And I said, and I still feel this way, although I don't believe all the claims that are put out there, I do believe where there's smoke, there's fire. He's a man of power. He's entitled. He's already shown and proven that he doesn't have a problem using violence to get his way. In numerous instances that he's been arrested in lawsuits he's had to settle. What do I see in this video? So first of all, let me give y'all my perspective, right? And tell you why I see it this way. I've been in these type of relationships, physically abusive relationships, and going both ways. Me being the victim, me being a co-victim, us just beating each other up, and very unhealthy. Both situations that I'm talking about were 100% both-sided. One happened when I was, 13, 14 years old. I'll just touch on this real quick. At 13 years old, me and my girlfriend, we lived with each other, right? And I'm not talking about like she stood over my house. I'm talking about we had an apartment together. No parents, just us two. I was selling drugs to pay our rent and pay our bills and stuff. We used to wake up in the morning, go to school together, and then come home and, we lived like adults for about 2 years. So as y'all can imagine, we was fighting all the time, especially at that age. So I'm coming from a perspective, and then again, I was in the middle of my addiction. I was in a very toxic relationship. I was getting high. It was just a bad point in my life. I couldn't even function as a human being by myself, let alone be in a relationship. What I see in that video, Diddy running down the hallway in a towel, he was taking a shower. Cassie waited until he hopped in the shower and said, as soon as this guy jumps in the shower, I got to bust my move. I got to get out of here. That's why he came down there running in a towel. She didn't feel safe or wasn't allowed to leave under normal conditions. So she had to sort of sneak out. Him just running up to her and grabbing her and hitting her, and striking her and throwing her to the ground and stomping on her. That's not the first time that's happened. That's the first time it's been caught on video, maybe, that we know of. I'll say this at least. That's the first time it's been caught on video that we've seen, right? That has been released to major media companies. When you do that, and especially in a hallway where other people can see, and who knows, the money he got and the pool he got, he might have rented out that whole floor of the hotel. You see other doors, but that doesn't mean they have to be occupied. He could rent out the whole top floor, or maybe in these hotels, You get the penthouse suite. There's no other rooms there. All those rooms could be leading to his room. We don't know. Very disturbing. It's some sucker shit. As a man that's a husband and a father, I've never, ever, in a relationship now with Rachel for 11 years, I've never put my hands on her, never thought of putting my hands on her. If I've learned one thing through those other two relationships, it's just how detrimental that is to both parties. And I vowed to never repeat that. And me and Rachel, we've got into arguments. We got into bad fights, arguments, cursing at each other, yelling, all that. Never have I even thought about putting my hands on her. I know she's been through that in past relationships. So why would I want to repeat that? And not saying I'm perfect in any way. I'm just saying, why would I want to do that? I love that woman the most. And that's what it is. When we're in a relationship with somebody, right? When we're married, we're in a relationship, serious relationship. We would never allow somebody else to bring harm to that person, right? So let me personalize it, because y'all know I love to do that. So me and Rachel, right? I would never allow anybody to disrespect her verbally. Physically, absolutely not. Nothing. I would never, ever tolerate that, right? So then why should I do it? Why should I be the exception to the rule? If I would damn near go to take somebody's head off because they disrespected Rachel, what do I look like doing it, right? And once again, I'm not saying I'm perfect, because we argue and I'll say disrespectful stuff, but I'll never, ever put my hands on her. I don't care what happens. It's just not going to happen, So for him to be in a relationship, remind you, there's a big age difference in their relationship, right? There's also a dynamic power structure, because he's sort of her boss. He signed her to his record deal. So she sort of needs him for his livelihood. So I'm sure she put up with stuff that she wouldn't have put up with under normal circumstances. All recipe for disaster. He can hold that over her head. Listen, 100%. I'm sure she's not innocent in this. In that video, she definitely didn't do nothing wrong from what we see, right? But we don't know what happened in the room. Regardless, she didn't deserve that. That was corny as hell. That was corny, man. Just as a man. And then there's another video circulating that people are saying, yo, this video now makes sense. It's a video of her, or it's a video of somebody underneath a blanket. And Diddy's talking weird to them. He's like, yeah, get up. Let's go for a walk on the beach. It almost gave me vibes of like them after that fight, a couple hours later. And he told her, yo, come on, man, let's move on. Let's go for a walk, right? And she said that he struck her in the face in the hotel. She said she had a black eye. You can't see who it is under the blanket. So it almost gives me vibes like he started recording her and she put a blanket over her head to be like, yo, don't record me. I don't want people seeing me like this, right? Because that's what, a weirdo that does that type of shit, that's what they would do, is record you and be like, oh, nobody's going to love you. Look how ugly you are. Shit like that. That's what these fucking weirdos do. We all know somebody like that. Some of us is that person, or has been that person at least one time in our life. Anyway, that's the vibes that video gives me, man. Listen, now seeing this, and I've always said in that situation, I'm 100% sure that where there's smoke, there's fire, right? I don't believe everything. It has to have an origin. Nobody's going around saying that I'm beating up Rachel and I'm abusing people and taking advantage of people, because there's no basis of it. 9 times out of 10, rumors are seated in truth. Let me know what y'all think, man. My opinion, I hope he gets what's coming to him, man. Just for that instance, she sued him for allegedly $50 million. She dropped the lawsuit and he settled with the lawsuit within 24 hours. Good. Just for what you did to her right there and embarrassed her, I could imagine how many more times that took place. That's what happens when power and authority go to our heads and we think we become bigger than the program. And the program just being the golden rule. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's the program. So that's it, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get this video to 500 likes. If you haven't followed, follow. I got some dope content coming up, y'all. Next video that's going to be dropping probably. I got 2 good videos that's going to be dropping. Next video that's going to be dropping is a short little documentary short about the Sacklers. If y'all don't know who the Sacklers are, they're the family that invented Oxycontin. Very good, very informative. All right, y'all. Remember to be kind, loving, and patient. Have a blessed day.